UFC zone. Nice. Cool. How you doing? What's up, Runner 5K? How you doing, man? Doing okay? Good. We're gonna wait on a few people to get in here. If you got any questions for me? Until then, go ahead. Now it's time to go ahead and ask. No, 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 Beagle. Don't come over here and fuck this up. We are 18 and up stream tonight, so if my language is a little salty, I'll try not to be too salty. Saturday night, we're gonna have a good time. Chilling. I'm watching Half Baked. I haven't seen that in a minute. I haven't seen that either in a while. The last one I watched like that was I watched Dazed and Confused not long ago. It was great. It's always great. There's like a knockoff to Dazed and Confused, The Stoned Age. Have you ever heard of that one? That's an interesting one. It's just a knockoff, but it's okay. Someone in here pushing the hearts. It's not me, brother. It's okay if it was, but I don't know who that is. Might be I assume it may be a person named Casey Battles potentially. You see him popping up. She's in here. She's here in Memphis. We used to be co-workers. She's fantastic people. Oh, sorry. Okay. All right, stay with her. Stay. Yeah. She's trust me, man. She doesn't have a crush or anything. She's got a boyfriend. She's just very much like me as far as what things we believe in. And she's a fighter. She's a big time fighter. Very big supporter of me, and I'm a big supporter of hers. I just don't want to take the credit for someone else's hearts. Thank you, man. It's not like I get the hearts all the time, you know. While we're sitting here waiting, I just see that I've got UFC on Paramount Plus, which could be kind of cool. Happy Saturday, Daniel Berry Sports. What's up? Tater Salad. What up, Tater? Did you have a good day of auditing today, bro? Getting any kind of trouble we need to know about? You got some awesome video coming up for us. I need to take about, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours tonight just to catch up on my audit videos. I really do. And I will. Nope, working on garden. Hey man, same thing with me today. I was in the backyard all day. I went and bought this really cheap reciprocal saw, and I've been sawing down branches and pruning the hedges, if you will. Pruning the hedges, Tater. If you will, in the backyard. Trees, vines everywhere, man. It's been terrible. But it's starting to look decent. Some days a little yard work's not a bad thing, right? Let's see. You're the world's best. Never forget that. Thanks for making the world so beautiful. There's Miss Casey Battles. Quite a person. I wish I'd had a chance to work with her longer. We worked for a terrible company together. Won't say any names, but they were awful, awful, awful. Actually, that was the company that finally knocked me out of retail. You know, I'd worked my way up, and I had a couple of management positions and store manager jobs, and felt very accomplished. You know, and then got up there and realized that even up there, they don't give a shit about you. You know, they expect impossibilities every year. They want their numbers going up and up and up and up and up, and that just is not going to happen. Mission Impossible was what it was, and I still go back to the store from time to time and talk to them up there. And totally different people. Some of them are actually pretty cool, but I feel really bad for them because I know how that company is. Um, Went up and got this cheap ass stand that we got here. Maybe a little wonky, but if it if it tips one way or another, just cut me a little slack here. I got it from Five Below. Okay, my stand is a horizontal stand, the one that I do audits with, and it's heavy duty. As a matter of fact, it doubles as a weapon. You know, if I need it. If I need it, I'll swing that son of a bitch and it will do some damage. I think it will. I know how that goes. I was a district manager and they still don't give a shit about you. Oh, you got all the way up to district, huh, Tater? I didn't make it that far, man. I got up to, I was at ASM for a while. I was at ASM at a assistant manager at a movie theater. It's my favorite job. Favorite job I ever had. I didn't make shit. I mean, I made okay. I didn't, but it was no, it was, but it was such a great job because free movies, free popcorn, free drinks, anytime you want them. Screening the movies before they came out, you know, for your team, and I just have high memories of that place. It was in Bernie, Texas. It's called Starplex. Love that job. It's not always about the money, man. It's about who you're around. And when I came over to Five Below, you know, Tater, when you come into a new store, man, I came into that new store and I was like, oh God, everybody's going to try to be coming after my head because nobody knew me, and I knew that there were probably people in that position or assistant positions that were trying to get that position. So you know that's never fun. I met Casey. Was trying to get that position, I think, and would have been good at that position, but they still would have taken advantage of her just the way they take advantage of me. Um, you know, it's all who you surround yourself with, and they wouldn't let me move people out, man. It's really crazy. It's really crazy. We had this one black chick who was terrible, just talked shit to me, man. And I just come into this position, and we had all the managers from the other stores at our store doing a inventory or something. I can't remember, but and this girl talked shit to me. You know, talked back to me when I told her. She kept coming doing something she wasn't supposed to be doing. And then I walked over to her. I said, take your ass out of here. Going home. Go clock out. And all the big bosses were so worried because she was a double minority. You know, she was a female and a black. So they treat her with kids' gloves, you know. Oh, it's okay. You can... And they come to me, oh, you got to be careful. You mean I got to be careful, man? Got somebody working for you that don't want to do a damn thing. Clearly, they need to be gone. But yeah, my hands were tied. But with somebody else who comes in here sometimes, they they were sure as shit quick to talk trash to her face. You know, and it just you see it. You see the favoritism, the politics, and I was like, I'm out of here. That's when I decided I'm going to start reselling. And I'm going to do my own thing. However, we got to survive. That's how we're going to have to survive. Because I wasn't going to kill myself for them anymore. You know, give you 70 hours a week to work on. So what the hell am I supposed to do with 70 hours? And 40 of those are mine. True story. Anyway, maybe it was a little bit more than that, but it wasn't much more than that. All right, I think I found a quite insane person. 17 stores, Tater. Damn. That's sweet, man. I could see that, man. I could see that. You got the gift of gab, and it takes that. I think sometimes you got to play their game though, man. Once I just was never good with authority, man. Especially dumb authority. If it was somebody above me that I knew was just dumb as shit, I it was hard. It was hard to have to listen to them tell you what you're going to do next week and the numbers you better make. No, I can't control the numbers. It's your job to get people in here. All I can do is make them happy. And they were happy. Are you in the movie Big Lebowski? I wish, bro. Quite an insane person. They found my number somehow and messaged me 482 times in 1 hour while I have my phone off with the most religious, crazy stuff I've ever seen. I don't know what you're talking about, but that sounds nuts. All right, I'm not gonna talk for much longer. Do we have any mods in here? Because we're gonna get straight to the gaming tonight. I've got some. We're just here to have fun tonight. We're not gonna talk religion, politics, or anything like that. We're just not gonna do it. I've had half a gummy. I'm primed and ready to go. Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man. Great quote. Treat everyone equally with logic and reason. Thank you, Irish Train Spotter. It's a great point there. Tender salad. Oh, it sucked between all the driving and the work. Yeah, and yeah, to make it to that point, and I guess you quit for the same reason, man. I guess they were just expecting way too much from you. That's what I would assume. I don't know, but that's cool that you got that high, though, man. It's cool, and I think you're a really nice person too. And usually, people that are really nice don't get up into those. Well, no, I had a DM that was pretty cool at one company, but after beyond that, you got to be, and I'm sure you could be. I'm sure you could separate yourself from your job, but I don't know. You quit for a reason. And you're doing what you love now, and you're doing freedom stuff. So, good on you, brother. All right, we're gonna play a game tonight. Who wants to play a game? Would you like to play a game? And guys, I was gonna wear my reading glasses tonight, but literally 2 minutes before I started the stream, my damn beagle came up here. I walked away for 2 minutes and come back, and she's chewed my reading glasses up. So if you see me struggling, don't make fun of me too much. You'll be 55 one day too. All right, here's a good one. I like this one. This one's from Mixtape. We're going to do a completely random, different questions from different games. Okay, I'm going to keep score right here. You don't have to play if you don't want to. But if you do, if you want to comment, go ahead and throw it up there, and we'll keep score. Usually these things go sideways really quickly, which is a good thing. Pickles are crunchy. You like it? Yep. That really doesn't answer my question. I didn't see your question, bro. Let me see. I didn't see it. Maybe you're talking to somebody else. It's my favorite left-wing person. What's up? What's up, Big K? I did it. I got it right. Hey, Big K, there's somebody in here called Runner 5K. I shit you not, man. Remember the conversation we had about how it's difficult for me not to call you Big 5K because I used to run? There's a guy in here called Runner 5K now, so I'm just going to be all over the damn place. All right, here's the first question, guys. All right, this is a question about a song, okay? What would be the song of your adolescence? So if you could come up with one song that would describe your adolescence, give me that song. Great answers only, please. Great answers only. For me, it probably would have been, let me see if I can come up with something real quick. Oh, God. If the Good Die Young, maybe. Anybody ever heard that one? That's kind of a, not a lot of people know that one. Tracy Lawrence. I'm gonna live forever if the good die young. And it was probably done before that. I'm not saying that was his song, but that's the one I remember. Band count? No, it's got to be a song. Got to be a song. What song sums up your adolescence? I don't have any favorite Magamorons. That's okay, yeah. You guys, or does it have to be a song? It has to be a song. Oh, I like that one. Who's that? Darren Connolly? Darren C. I'm going to put you up as DC, okay? I like that one. I'll give you a point. And I'll also tell you, I was trying to think of the lyrics. I couldn't think of the lyrics to spring it on you real quick. And it's crazy because I used to karaoke that song. That's a great song to karaoke. Long song. Can't you see? Oh, can't you see what that woman she been doing to me? God, haven't we all felt like that, guys? And girls. Had somebody just slug your heart and tear you up. Marshall Tucker Band. The I-95 song? Tater, is that cause you're always on the road again? I just can't wait to get on the road again. Bum 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 bum. I can't wait to get on the road again. Mine is Green Day, Wake Me Up When September Ends. Durf Parade? Durf. Right now I'm giving you all a point for answering. Just for answering. That way it kind of gets you warmed up. And guys, don't feel like you got to answer every question. Don't feel like you got to stay here. Get up, make you a sandwich. Get up and make you some tater salad. Get up and make you a liver cheese sandwich. Get up and take a pee. Get up and take a gummy. Get up and drink a beer. Get up and smoke a J. Whatever. Only if it's legal. Only if it's legal. We only promote legal stuff here on the street. Not really. And do whatever makes you happy. Okay. So, when I'm looking up here at how many people are in here, don't sweat it, man. If there's only 4 people in here and you're like, man, I want to stay and support and play the game, but I need to go do this, go do it. Go do it. Not a problem. Not a problem. If you are new here, though, you hit that sub button. We need a lot of subs. No, you ain't going to start doing this right when I start it, okay? My dog's going to start whining. Nope, we're not doing it. You can open the door, bro. The door is set. It's not even all the way closed. 2 of my dogs know how to open the door when it's set up like this. They can go out into the backyard. But I don't know. Sometimes I think he's a little special. Wake Me Up When September Ends. That's a great one. That's actually what some friends call me, DC. I put you up here, man. Well, consider me a friend, man. Hope you've hit that sub button. Kitchen, stadium. I feel like an outlier. Haha. You don't have to feel like an outlier, man. We do have a core group that usually is in here by now. They're not really here, but they'll show up eventually. Usually my live streams like this, I mean, they can go probably an hour and a half to 2 hours tonight, I would think, maybe. But we usually just play it by ear. If things are going great and we got a good conversation, and then we keep it going. Biggs, my beagle is really going to ruin this for us. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not, guys. I'm not a dog abuser. I picked her up and kind of moved her, and she's very. Really, you're going to do that? She's okay. She's a big baby. That don't mean come back over here. All right. Now that's one. That's one of some of the questions right there. I don't have arguments tonight that we usually do, but let's try this one. I have 5 second rule. All right, here we go. You don't have to name three, but if you name more than one and it's a good answer, then I might give you 2 points. Okay. This game here is called 5 second rule, and you're supposed to don't worry about the 5 seconds. Just I know you got to type and all that. I know this isn't just a where you can just. All right, name three. Name three things. Or you can name one if you want to. All right, I'm gonna give you two. I'll give you two. We're gonna try something different. See if y'all can keep up. Okay, first one is name three lesbians. Name three lesbians. You can name one. If it's a good one, I'll give you a point for it. Name three, and on the backside, name three things that you can't resist. Oh boy. Wow, something's teed up right there. Something is teed up. Name three things that you can't resist and name three lesbians. Oh boy. Ellen. Abusive. He's just like Hassan Piker. I don't know who's. Oh, I know who Hassan is. I know who he is. JK. Ellen. Durfer coming in with a point. Ellen. Now somebody. I teed it up for you. I didn't mean to do that. It just came out naturally. It was name three lesbians, and on the other side, name three things you can't resist. Balls teed up. J.K. Rowling. J.K. Oh, you said J.K. Okay, I thought you were talking about just kidding. All right. Turf, running it. What do you think about quantum immortality? Bro, don't be coming in here asking me that right off the peg. Come on, man. I got to figure out what that is before I can answer it. I don't think I know what that is, bro. Quantum immortality. I'm gonna pass on that one. Rabbit hole. You knew what it was though. At least yell at us. We're a naughty chat. We're doing shit. What's up, Elizabeth Vargas? So nobody took it. I think Tater kind of saw where I was going. Name three lesbians, and on the other side it was name three things you can't resist. I thought somebody was gonna. One of the things they couldn't resist was lesbians. But you didn't take it. But we awarded some points there. So you got to be quick on your toes because all these questions are going to change. Some of them are going to be about music. Some of them are going to be strange, weird. Let me see. All right, here we go, guys. Points available. Should I show you the card? All right, here it is. Here's the card. And I'll read it too. Next question. What informal group are you most proud to be a member of? What informal group are you most proud to be a member of? Informal group. Informal. You're most proud to be a member of. I guess I didn't like the idea of turning someone. That is kind of problematic. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm just joking around. It sounds like something a guy would say, you know. In a context is very important here. You know, if we're kidding around, I'm never going to say anything that's going to offend somebody intentionally. Intent. That's the word I'm looking for. That's what we forget these days. We forget about intent. You know, you just see something somebody said, and you don't listen to the intent or the situation in which it was said. And that's a problem. That's a problem with our country. Because there's humor, you know. God bless you all. Jesus saves. Human 1A. 1A tater salad. Yeah, he knew. I knew you were going to do that. Tater, that is an informal group that you are proud to be a part of. I knew right when I read it, I was like, oh, I know somebody's going to get this one. I can still be problematic. I have to disagree. It can still be problematic. Yeah, it can. It can, but intent's everything. Intent's everything. Comedy, it should be allowed to go a lot of places. A lot of places. Because uh, comedy heals people. Comedy is when you can get together and if you don't feel comfortable around a certain group or whatever, and you get around them and then they're self-depreciating or whatever, they make jokes or whatever, and you make a joke as a group and you're with no intent to hurt someone, and it's a joke. uh, I mean, I'm a freedom of speech guy, so I'll never say that you can't make jokes. And I think we should celebrate our differences. I think we should sometimes make fun of our differences because our differences are sometimes pretty damn funny. A lot of times they're very funny. All right, we need to laugh more. Absolutely, I love comedy. Your card, you can be unintentionally offensive. I know I can. I know I can. But I'm allowed to be. This is the United States of America. That's the whole point of the channel. To be able to talk and not, if somebody does have a problem with anything I say, if I think it was over the line, I'll be the first to admit it. But when it comes to, that I would think that somebody would say, oh, one of the things I can't resist is lesbians. A lot of guys watch lesbian porn. It don't mean that they're going to go try to turn a lesbian into a straight person. I think you're overthinking it a little bit here, bro, or whoever you are, if you're a girl. And it's okay. It's okay. But that's just my opinion. And you know what they say about opinions? Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, right? All right, here we go. Not you, anyone. I like stereotype jokes. You think he's offensive? Let's chat, princess. Sin Racy. I'm not calling you specifically that, man. Man. I feel you, man. If you're just making a point, it's all good, bro. It's all good. That's why we're here, man. We're a group of people who, we discuss things like that. Nothing's off topic. Nothing's really off topic. I forgot what the damn question was. Oh yeah, the name a group that you're informal group that you're proud to be a part of. You could say anything. You could say like bird watching, or I like to bird watch, or. Well, we got 1 point for that one. Tater salad. All right, let's go back to the 5-second rule since it's the one that. It's a good one. It's a good one. Name. You don't have to name 3. Only name 1, unless you want bonus points. Name 3 rude questions. Name 3 rude questions. Gummy size. Which do you prefer? Sativa, indica. Been digging the sleep aids. Want to try that liquid Willy? Do you know anyone that has? No, I've never heard of that one. I did try an Ambien a couple of nights ago, and it worked well for me. We can't go through life afraid of to offend others. Wasp, that counts, right? What is it? Give me a rude question. I get them all the time, guy. Get them all the time. I mean, they don't bother me. People always, what the hell is going? I mean, I don't know. Well, I mean, one simple one would be going up to a woman and assuming that a woman's pregnant. It's a rude question, or that's not something you should ask somebody. Ride question above. I can't. Let me see, Josh. You did. We can't go through life afraid to offend others. And then you are. Oh no, not offensive. I like stereotype jokes. No, that's fine, man. Ask. Well. Let me rephrase that. All that's not fine. Just use good judgment, okay? Use good judgment. If you feel like you want to give some joke that you might find just randomly offensive, I would have to wonder why. I mean, because we can make jokes here with this game. You don't just have to come in. Hey, did you hear the one about so and so doing this, or however the joke goes. Ask a woman height, weight, or age. Is that John? John, I'm sorry, guys. My eyes are so bad, dude. They just seem to get worse and worse. John, I'm gonna give you a point for that one. I like that one. That's definitely true. You don't want to. You don't want to do that. I don't think I've ever done that. I don't think I've seen people do it. I've seen people do it, and I've thought, oh shit, You just sit back and watch. Wasp, I self-identify as a white Anglo-Saxon person. I don't think there's anything. Is there anything wrong with that? White Anglo-Saxon. Isn't that how it is? White Anglo-Saxon person. It's a band. Is that an offensive term? I don't know. It might be offensive if I was calling you that. But is it though? That's a good question. Is wasp an offensive term? Seriously, anybody want to answer that one? I'd like to have a quick discussion on that one. Can't remember the third question because I don't think you got my second. Sorry, couldn't resist. I'll get lost from time to time, guys. Especially since I've had a gummy. Rain scented candles are just fire. They're just fire doing a race just for doing an impression of water. What? What? Come on, man. Come on with that. Who's that? Who is that? Rain scented candles are just fire doing a racist impression of water. I I'm just this is already off the tracks. It's already off the tracks. We're 32 minutes in. One of the reasons is because I'm feeling a slight buzz coming on, and it's getting harder and harder for me to keep up with you guys, especially when you come in with something like that I actually have to think for a second, and is that bad what he said? Is that funny what he said? I don't know. y'all are gonna can't remember the third question because I that's what I was talking about. I'm gonna get lost from time to time. Sorry, I was an Andrew Dice Clay fan. Your idea of offensive and mine might be two totally different lines across. Sim racing, no, man. I've said in here before. He was definitely for that time. He was controversial. He was definitely controversial. Don't want to talk about the controversial part of him so much. He did talk about women quite a bit in a very negative way. But he also had a lot of women fans back then. Back then, he was so over the top that it was almost like a clown character, So people, I think he got away with it a little more. But I'm going to tell you that album that he put out, I've talked about it on here before. Go look it up. It's the Day the Laughter Died. That double album that he put out when his career was just about over. where all he does, guys, he goes in and he does impromptu with no jokes. He has no plan, and it's fascinating to listen to. A lot of it's not funny, but when you realize what it is he's doing, he's doing his own thing. He's doing a very creative thing to see the way the crowd reacts, and the crowd reacts hilariously. Definitely, it's a classic comedy album. If Tom Sharpling says so, then you damn well better believe it's a classic comedy album. Go check it out if you get a chance. All right, sorry, it was an Andrew Dice Clickman. Tater salad, can you not see mine? I missed it, bro. Hang on. I'm telling you, all popped in here. Hold on there. Tater salad. Sorry, couldn't resist. I'm still looking for it, Tater. 1A. I got 1A, and yeah. I gave you a point for that one. That was the first answer that I knew you were going to get that. I think that's what you're talking about. Wasp, and it is offensive. Offensive question to ask people. So you do think, Durf, that Wasp is offensive? Why would Wasp be offensive when it's simply an accurate description of a person? It is not a derivative slur. It's a good point. The sexism was the worst part, but yeah, he was. It was part of the gag. Yeah, it's kind of just a thing. You can like it or not, but it is what it is. Yeah, and again, Andrew Dice Clay, I get that, man. That's one of those that. And there's some people who like them, who liked them originally, and they don't like them, and then they didn't like them later on. You can grow out of comedy. Like, I go back and I hear the Mother Goose rhymes, and they're just not even funny to me anymore. The other stuff that he does, some of it's funny, but I outgrew the nursery rhymes. It's just not the same. I became more of a George Carlin comic lover. George Carlin, Bill Burr. Those are my guys. All right, yeah, I mean, Wasp, I don't know, man. All I know is I knew it was white Anglo-Saxon person from the band Wasp. Yeah, and that's showing my age right there, because Wasp was, what were they, early 80s? George! I'm watching UFC. If you got Paramount Plus, and speaking of that, I don't. Have you ever thought you canceled something 2 or 3 times and only to realize 6 months later that you still have it? Yeah, that's what happened with Paramount Plus here. I don't need Paramount Plus. I'm sure that I canceled this. And the other night I was searching free movies and I hit one of them and it sent me to Paramount Plus. And we still were paying for it. I was pretty pissed off. Oh, speaking of that, my Netflix, you're not going to believe this. My Netflix, $36 a month. True story. True story. Why is it $36 a month? Because we kept the original, no ads, ever. We kept that, would not give it up. They tried to make us give it up several times, would not give it up. We had the original plan, and I think it's for 4 TVs, maybe 3 to 4 TVs. And I think they probably changed all that, but no hint or whisper of an ad. But yeah, I found out the other day we were looking to our bills and saw a $35 charge, and I'm like, what the hell? Holy shit, Netflix is $35 now? Dude, last time I remember, it was like 20 bucks. They're sneaky. They're sneaky. YouTube just jumped up their premium prices. What did y'all think about that? If you have YouTube Premium, that's a big deal, man. They went from, what did it go from $12.99 to $14.99, or did it go from $12.99 to $16.99? It's either $14.99 or $16.99 now. I don't care. I'm never getting rid of YouTube Premium. If you're still out there and you don't have Premium, give up one of your other streaming services for YouTube Premium. The ability to have no commercials or not even think about commercials is amazing. But now people are adding their own commercials in, so they're going to get you however they can. All right, where are we at? Let's see. Protestant, not person. Oh, so it's white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. Is that what the band stood for? Because I thought the band wasn't Protestant. The band wasn't a religious band. It was a metal band. I think that so it just depends. I mean, it's like are you down with OPP, right? You can say you down with OPP. You know what one of them is, and you know what the other one is. You got one for the boys and one for the girls, or one for the girls and boys, and wherever you want to be. You down with OPP? Other people's property is what it's originally meant, but in slang and throughout the pop culture, when you go out to nightclubs, you would hear it. People would say other people's, the P word. And the thing about the P word is it can be male or female. OPP, other people's. All right. Oh, we're getting so controversial tonight. Carlin, Bird, Jeffries, Pryor, Robin Williams, my Mount Rushmore. Those are some great ones, man. I think Bird's, we've talked about it before. I think Bill Bird's really important right now. He's really important. That guy, man, he's right there. Both sides listen to that guy. Both sides think he's funny. And he goes after both sides. He's fair. That's why Bill Burr, very important. Joe Rogan, important. Joe Rogan's been important. Because Joe Rogan's just the guy. He's the guy that everybody will talk to up at the bar or whatever. So, yeah, his opinion and he's very, well, he's not really a comedian. Yeah, he is. Started as a comedian. And then didn't he eat worms after that? And then he wound up on the talk radio. Or he did talk radio before he ate worms, I think. No, news radio. Does anybody remember Joe Rogan in news radio? I think that was his first role. If you've never seen it, go look it up. It's a good show. All right. I had to cancel it twice. They still are charging me till this month too. Yeah, man, they're doing shit behind your back. They're really doing stuff behind our backs. I wish Bill Maher could do the same as Burr, but be funny about it. He comes off as preachy. Well, yeah, he does. He does. The thing about Maher though is the one thing I'll give Maher. He have you seen Religulous? It's funny. I mean, if you're open minded, that's a funny show. Unless you're, I mean, it might not be funny to a lot of people. Let me back that up a little bit. But he used to be his main thing. It was about religion. And I think he pulled back from that a little bit. You don't hear him talking as much about religion as he used to, because he knows that's a firebrand topic. It's going to get your ass in trouble and burned. People get very, 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 very emotional when it comes to religion. And if you doubt their religion, I mean. But yeah, you're right. Mars, he's an interesting man. He'll be 1 week he'll be over here, next week he'll be over here. I like that about him. It drives some people crazy. I like to know that my comedian's not going to be lockstep, with this party, or they're that kind of comedian, and that's all they are. I don't like that. Anybody like Jimmy Carr? Oh, you got Carr, Jimmy Carr, okay. Yeah, man, you got the good ones, bro. Jimmy Carr. What do you think of Big Boy? Shit. Staub. What do you think of Staub? You like Staub? Staub's one of the funniest I've seen. That guy, all he does is talk to people. All he does is crowd work. And man, guys, if you don't know who Staub is, look him up. Let me see if I missed anything, guys. Okay, you're talking about that. Daddy Trump says no. What's up, Colonel? What's up, Rusty? Rusty Shackleford, how you doing? Jimmy Carr is kind of annoying. Yeah, Jimmy Carr and Stav are the same comedian, basically. But Jimmy Carr's he's more a formal, that British kind of. Yeah, he can. Yeah, I get what you're saying. He can be pretty damn annoying. Yeah, he can be. But I wonder sometimes if that's part of his when he does that laugh. I don't like the laugh. I just like a lot of his crowd work, and then he'll do something like that laugh, and I'm just kind of like, why are you doing that? You don't need to do that. Everybody reacts to it and they love it, and it's his thing. But he's so much more than that. All right, who's the Scottish guy? He's funny. Is that Stav? I think that's Stav. Stav. What's his name, man? He's got a name that's really Stavros Hawkes. You've never seen this guy. I'm telling you, you're going to be blown away by him. Blown away. And now he was in a movie not long ago. Gone away. Gone away, Biggs. Geek. Okay, here we go. We forgot about the game. Got off on a tangent. I got a beagle over here who's really about to get tossed off the bed. This is a good one. This one involves music again. All right, it's a hypothetical question. Here we go. You just won a ticket to a private show with 50 other people in an intimate setting. What band or song do you want them to play first? So you could just say a song, or you could say the band and the song. If you were in that situation, private show with 50 people. It's kind of worded funny because it makes it sound like you want a ticket to a private show with 50 other people in an intimate setting. Are they 50 of your people that you can bring? That's kind of what I'm reading there. What band or song do you want them to play first? Yeah, it's worded strange. Or maybe it's just the gummy. Shit. I can't believe none of my moderators have been in yet. I have to have a word with those people. Have to have a come to Jesus talk tonight. Hot Heat. That's who you'd want to play? I don't know a lot about them. I really don't know a lot about those guys. Durf. Aren't they like a ska band or something? First show I ever saw, so it'd be cool to recreate it. Yeah. Oh, so that's an important show to you, Yeah. I talked about that yesterday for a long time about best concerts, things like that. You could always. Opinions change too. Your favorite concert at 16 or 17 might not be your favorite concert once you get 45. You know what I mean? I guess that was pretty damn dumb. Duh. Alright, any band past or present, I am getting ready to really get upset with you animals. Okay? You did that on purpose. You did that on purpose. I'm a little late for their dinner, and the beagle goes over to her bowl that's sitting right over here, shoves it off of the bed into the floor. You think these dogs, man? No, I love you. She just wants to go outside. Open the door, Beegs. You should know how to do that. Any band, past or present, Almond Brothers, Melissa, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Texas Flood, Modern, Sturgill Simpson, Long White Line, Not Sky, more indie pop. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Wait. Wait. No, I've been seeing stuff about them. Because I can picture the logo. Isn't the logo like pink and black and got a little orange in it? And it's, am I right here? Or is that some fever dream I had? Let me let this beagle out before I choke her, okay? Give me 1 second. If the camera falls over, don't. Oh, God. Yes, I'm in Studio B, which is the bedroom. Beagle, that kind of behavior really burns my beans. You know that, right? Come on. Come on, you're being a jerky face. Come on, jerky face. Get out of here. Get out of my face, jerky face. Do you want to go too? You want to go too? Cool. Cool. Oh my God. Are you guys trying to figure out what stuff is in the background? That's what I'd be doing. Hopefully you don't see anything that's you nosy asses. You nosy asses. Let's take the stream outside. Let's take the stream outside for a minute. Okay, sorry about that. Let's take the stream outside. All right, you nutsacks. Okay. This is my life. Listen to them. Listen to... No, come on now. Come on. Damn. Okay. Y'all, why? Y'all are having a good time out here without me. One of my dogs sounds like a damn Tasmanian devil. You think I'm lying, right? Did you hear it when we came out? Nah, y'all get on it here. Listen. She sounds like a chainsaw. Listen. Go get her. Now they're not going to play. Get her. Get her, Roo. You hear? Roo, get her. Yeah, that's my life. That's what I got. Yeah, her. See her. Look at her. Watch her. Watch her. Look at this. Look at her. And then here comes Mose to block the camera and stick his big fat nose in front. Look at him back there. You think they're killing each other? No, don't come over here. Don't come over here. The beagle the beagle's tough. The beagle can take it, man. Beagle can take that. But the beagle also will use getting, she yips for anything. And when she yips, she'll use that to come over and try to hide behind you, and she wants you to, to daddy her. I feel bad for the beagle. She's the last one we got, and she doesn't. Sometimes I feel like she don't get enough pets because I'm having to deal with the other dogs, and All right. Let's see here. How did yard work go? Tyson, it went great, man. Here, maybe I can show you without showing you too much of what's going on in my nasty ass backyard. Can you see that right there, Tyson? I don't think you can. I don't think my camera's real good. This is a giant pile of brush and limbs that I added to today. Today that I went and got the well, you know, I went and got that saw, and that damn saw, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. $40 reciprocal saw. You can find it over at Walmart, and actually it was $38. It's called Hyper Tough. I think it's made by them. I'm not gonna lie, man. It did the job for me. I cut down a lot. I've still got a lot to go, but I was just trying to. Oh my God! With the new medicine I'm taking now, I'm trying to really kind of monitor my activity during the day. I don't want to push it too far, too fast, because I need to see how this medicine's gonna, how my body's gonna react to it. You know what I mean? I know that sounds. Oh, what a puss. But you know, at my age, man, with my problems, you got to deal with that. You got to deal with it, guys. I love it out here. Damn it, got to go back. Yeah, saw's good, man. I like that. Just the mutton chops are white. No, man, I got a lot of gray. I'm just outside right now. Outside it looks a lot better outside. And tonight I just decided to go hatless, man. After I got done with the yard work, I was like, I didn't want to choose a hat tonight. There were too many options. I found 2 or 3 hats, and I don't even know how many hats I got, guys. It's got to be 50. It's got to be. But sometimes you gotta go hat free. Yeah, it's only got one blade, but I mean, the blade's still fine. It seems like, man. I got to those when you get to those fibrous vines. Like there are a lot of fibrous vines that have come down, and some of the stuff in the yard's dead, but the fibrous vines, man, those guys, they're out of control. And when you get those, are hard to cut, even with that saw. Like I was cutting through big branches, big thick branches, about that thick, and it went through easier than it did the fibrous vines. You know, the creepers, I guess they call them. Those damn things. No, I don't like them. I don't like them. 12-inch blade. No, it's a small blade, bro. It's hell, it might be 8, maybe. I mean, I'm just looking at the box right now. It's enough to work with. Here we go. Here we go. You perverts. Is it 12? No, it's either 6 or 8. It's enough to work with, and you guys, you come on, man. You got to keep up with me tonight, okay? If we're gonna go to these dark places, we need to be together. No, it's not a big blade, but no complaints for me, man. I'd give it 5 stars at this point, just for what it's done today. You know, to have somebody come out and do tree work, that shit's expensive. Not like I got way up in the trees or anything, but I cut some trees down back here today. So yeah, 5 stars for that one. No, it's you know, if you're doing like trying to cut down a damn stump, you're not gonna be able to do it. Let me see. Demolition wood blade. Let me see. Tool-free blade change. I'm trying to read this, you ass. I can't read it right now. I think it's some type of wood saw. I mean, I saw on some of the reviews, some people attempted to cut pipe with it, and one person had a good experience with it. Some other people didn't. I mean, if I'm cutting through pipe, though, I know I'm gonna have to get something, with a better blade that's more powerful. PVC pipe, fine. My wife says her bread works as a herb bread works as an aphrodisiac for her. I'm working on a dildo at the moment. You silly. I like that, man. Who's that? Thank you for that joke. I needed that. Hopefully other people liked it too. I like that. All right. We've been lying to women what 8 inches is. You can buy better blades too. Yeah. It's a general purpose blade they give you, but you can buy different ones and lengths. There were a couple of times where for the most part, it didn't really vibrate. It vibrated the hand, not gonna lie, but not badly. There were a couple of areas where, man, I was like, damn. I wore gloves. I was safe. I bet you came on tonight, Tyson, thinking that you were going to find me with, By the way, man, I wish I had my damn stand right now. I'd show y'all a cool ass trick that I'm really good at. It's not cool, but I think I'm exceptional at it. I think I'm better than other people at it. And I'm not better at other people than many things. Let's see if we can capture it like this. Beagle, if you don't move out of the way, I'm gonna love you. No, seriously, move. So the thumb thing? Where you do the thumb. Get out of the way, you jackass. My Beagle is, I'm trying to rest the camera on the box. This is acting. Don't interrupt the scene. No. Damn you. I'll never improve my craft if you guys keep doing this. All right. So, the thumb, where you do the thumb thing, try to make a kid smile or something. I want y'all to watch me. Because I'm jointed really well, and I'm pretty good at this. The lighting looks terrible though, so maybe you won't be able to know. Damn it! You ready? Oh, you son of a bitch! Move. Really? Go over there. Go sit in the corner. All right. Dun, 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 Ta-da! Thank you. I'll be here all week. I'm telling you, it looks good in person. I've seen kids do. I've done that. I've shown kids that trick, and they're mesmerized by it. Okay, so if you didn't like it and you thought it was average or below average, then you know what? I'll keep practicing. How about that? I'm missing a figure. You can get a plug-in chainsaw too cheap at Walmart or Harbor Freight. I thought about the chainsaw too, bro, but I'm like, let me start a little smaller. I told you I've never really been a power tool guy, so I'm gonna start. I'd start small. I'll work my way up. Next thing you know, I'll be chopping. We got some big ones back here in our backyard. I ain't messing with those. I'm not a moron. What a moron. That takes me back to planes, trains, and automobiles when they're driving on the wrong side of the road, and you're going the wrong way. And he says we're going the wrong way. Oh, well, he's drunk. How would he know where we're going? Yeah, he's drunk. And then he's honking, and he starts honking back, and then he goes, what a moron. I don't know why. It flashed me to that. All right. Good to see you, bro. Dead Man System, how you doing, man? First Amendment audit all the way. Man, I slipping on that end over here, man. waiting on some things to line up to get out. It just is what it is right now, man. I got my First Amendment people, and I got other people in here who watch my zoo videos, and I'm doing all kinds of streams now that I have to do because I've been shadow banned my audit videos like a lot of other people. I'm not going to name any names because they can make those claims on their own, but it's going on. It's absolutely going on. So, we do what we need to do to survive, and I'm showing more of my personality on these streams, being goofy, just having a good time. But I've got, oh man, I saw one today. I saw one today that I might actually hit up. I didn't even know it was there. I didn't even know when I went to get this saw. I pulled over. It's not even that far from me. There's a new Chick-fil-A right across from the Walmart. And they got a long sidewalk, brother, that goes all the way up and down their long drive-through. So, you know me, I'm always down to test Chick-fil-A since they love me so much. they're going to be like, oh, God, he's traveled over here now. I've done a few. I've done 2 or 3 here in the city. The one over in Midtown, they don't do nothing. They're all cool. But this one out here in Bartlett, they don't like me. See your hair. I'm here for the music. Give me the music. That we're not going to do that tonight, man. I didn't get a chance to download those songs. By the way, speaking of that, man, what is going on with downloading music? It used to be you could just pop on there, and if you really wanted to pay for the music, and you didn't have to pay for the music, but as I've gotten older, I pay for my music. I was trying to find that album to download that I mentioned earlier, and it sends me through all these different things. They're trying to get you to subscribe, to listen to music monthly now, another subscription service over here, over there. I just want to download the damn song. I just want to pay $1 or $2, whatever it is, and download the song. When has that gone away? I guess I haven't downloaded a song in a long time. I understand, no worries. It's all love. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, we're gonna get back out there. I'm hoping I get back out there with watching eyes, or if Michigan Constitution, if MCC ever comes through the area. I've told him, we're going on an audit. Whether you want to or not, we have to. So now he'll probably tell me hell no. I think that he's one that I've always, he's my favorite. So would you use Apple Music or Spotify or Pandora or what? That's what I'm saying, man. I thought Google Play you could just or Google you could use to find the song, and Amazon Music you can, right? That's usually where I've downloaded stuff before. But it feels like when I go in there now and they won't let me download it because I have to subscribe to them. That's what I'm getting at. It's like, is everything now a subscription service? I mean, I have to subscribe to them in order to. I probably can't even buy it if I subscribe, can I? It's probably just to listen to. I want to own it. I want to own it, man. I don't need a physical copy of it, but I want to say that it's mine. When I can listen to it whenever I want to. I don't have to worry about Wi-Fi and anything like that. It's been a while since I've worried about Wi-Fi. I was thinking about that the other day, about how, even 5 years ago, you go to certain parts of the country and it's still out there, but it's getting better. Like when we went to Nashville and wherever we went a couple weeks ago, no problems to St. Louis. I bet if I went through like to go towards Gatlinburg, there'd still be some spots. Boy, what exciting exciting content tonight. We're talking about. I I just YouTube my music because I'm cheap. Me too. Me too. And what we were talking about, Tyson, earlier. There's nobody in here, but that's all right. Damn. I really want to get that my laptop, and I want to get situated where we can do the damn pollen must be getting me or something. Pollen is terrible in Tennessee, where I'm at. Holy crap, it's bad. Yeah, I want to I want to set up some reaction videos and things like that. Or just where we more about music. More about dogs, more about zoos, more about kindness, more about audits. But you gotta. I'm just dipping it everywhere it needs to, where it can be dipped, if you know what I mean. I'm genuine about it. I'm not a bullshitter. I'm not just trying whatever I can. I mean, these are things I'm passionate about. I know you know that. I don't know why I'm telling you that. But maybe there's somebody new in here. Who knows? There's a few people. Hi guys, if you're in here and you haven't said hello, say hello. These animals are gonna drive me crazy. Hey. How'd your day go, Tyson? Everything go all right? Everything good? I'd like to see Relaxing come in here, man. I hadn't heard from him in a couple of nights. I hadn't seen him. He, he talked about some things about himself that I was just kind of like, okay, I didn't know that, man. And it makes you stand up at attention, you know what I mean? Because I've been there. I feel that. I hadn't been there to that extent, but and I hope he was. Well, I'm sure he wasn't being hyperbolic. Why would I even think that? I don't know. I hope maybe that it's not. When I hear that, I think, wow, that's a real thing. That needs to be. He needs to be helped with that. And I'm not really the one to do it, but I can. I offered that. I was the karaoke thing we were talking about the other night, man. I meant that with him. If that's something that he can use that will make him, a little less anxious, and have entertainment, entertain himself like that, dude. I'm telling you, what the fuck? I'm telling you right now. I gotta get some water. What the hell's going on? Right up under this damn tree. It's probably all the branches and shit I cut down right behind. I don't know, but yeah, I went to a farmer's auction. Cool, man. Did you get anything? Yeah, but Relaxing. Good dude. You don't want anyone to be in that kind of situation where they're that anxious where they don't even want to leave the house. I don't like that. I don't like that because it's going to be hard to find your happiness. If you're only in your house, you got to get out. You got to put yourself out there as much as you can. And everybody's got different comfort levels with that. I'm not, but I would just like to, know that he's all right. All right, what do we got? Those were poison ivy. No, man, I looked. You know what I did? I sat down and I looked up. Now, we're using the technology. I got on there and I looked it up. I was like, okay, what does poison ivy and oak look like? And it's leaves of three. So I was very aware as I was cutting everything down. There were some damn plants, these things that popped up, and they were green. They were green. They were like it wasn't. It was fibrous, very fibrous. And I put the weed eater to those. I also got the some really thick weed eater string. Paid a little more for it. It was like, I don't know, $12, 10, $12. Holy crap! What a difference! What a difference, man. That I got half the yard with that damn thing, and I'm talking some things where I was hitting some things and juice was flying all up in my face. I was like, this is fucking gross, man. I had on my glasses, thank God. A branch hit me in the head. I knew that would happen, but it wasn't like funny. It wasn't anything that I could have caught on film and you guys would have enjoyed. It wasn't that bad. It was just kind of like, damn it, I knew that was there. Why did I do that? I think I did fairly well. I really thought I was going to screw up at least a couple of times today. Because I know me, and I know my limitations. And again, I was kind of taking it a little slower today because I'm on these new medications. And I want to see how they affect me. So far, so good, man. Sat down and watched a little Masters today between work. Watch old Rory McIlroy kind of gagging a little bit. He had a 6-shot lead. Now he's tied. So tomorrow's going to be interesting. I really want that guy to win it. I think he's a good guy. I think I've seen interviews with him. I like that he's so competitive about the Ryder's Cup. Yeah, I like Rory. I don't think Rory's ever done anything at all that's been controversial or anything for me. Not that matters, but you know how people are. He's just one of those guys, keeps his nose clean. I like him. I hope he wins the Grand Slam. This is the one major he hadn't won. He's won the other 3. So if he wins this one, then it's the Grand Slam. He's definitely in Tiger Woods territory. He's that good. That good. All right. Yes, some tools and stuff. What's this ass place? What's this ass place? What's up, John Doe? He's gone. Give me a chance, man. At least give me a chance to tap dance for you. Make you do something to make you go, oh, I'm going to sub this guy. Who knows what that magic formula is? No, Tyson, it was good, man. Good get down in the backyard. Sounds like you had a good day too. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead because I almost missed it. Happy birthday to Big K5. Happy birthday, Big K5. Are you in here? If you're not in here, I have video proof that I remembered that your birthday is today. Happy birthday, young man. I want to say I don't know, every time I always go to 46 with you guys. 46, 45, 47, somewhere in there. He might be a little older. Yeah, I think he's more my age. Maybe, wait. He might be turning 56 today. That sounds a little closer. Yeah, you're 46. That's why and I think relaxing's close to your age too. And a witness. Yeah, it was a nice day. Tomorrow's going to be nice too. I feel bad when I'm here and, trying to do physical stuff around the house, and I know that my wife's up there busting her butt, I know she is, and it makes me feel kind of shitty sometimes. She kind of understands I'm the hustler, and been doing okay on that front. The eBay stuff's picking up a little bit. I had a good whatnot week. Things are okay. So we got a little forward momentum here, and I'm very excited about it. But for her to see that I'm contributing more than I always want to contribute financially to her. So I'm always hustling, and We're doing what we can do. How old Wolf and Swan? Swan is 51, 50. I think she's 51, maybe 52. Wolf, I think he's your age. I think he's your age. We're not 100% on him. He won't come clean on it for whatever reason. I mean, I've seen him, and I think, yeah, he's somewhere in that, 30s to mid 40s. Speaking of that, guys, I got a neighbor over here. I got a neighbor, and my neighbor is. I thought he was really, really, really old. He takes care of his mom, and his mom is freaking ancient. She's probably, I don't know, mid 80s, close to 90, maybe. That's what I thought. That's what I think. But she's very coherent and all that. But anyway, point being, I was walking past him. I don't talk to him much. I walked past him with the dogs the other day, and I kind of talked to him a little bit. I'm like, hey, man, how you doing? He's like, oh, I'm doing good. And I did a little chit chat, but as I'm coming back with the dogs, he asked me, he's like, how old are you, man? I said, I'm double nickels, man, because he was talking about hurting. He didn't. Swan, let me finish my story. He was talking about hurting, and I said, I'm 55, man. He goes, oh, yo, you got me beat by 3 years. That's like 57 or 58. He looks like he's like 80. And I was like, man, I'm going to go brag to my wife right now how good she's really got it. Even though I look scruffy and nasty a lot of times, seeing that guy, maybe he's just had a really rough life. I'm being very mean. I want to take that everything I said back there, because that I didn't mean to cast him in a negative light. It was shocking, because I really thought he was about 70 something, 60, late 60s. So, universe, I was just trying to make a point. I wasn't trying to, make him send negative energy his way. So, wiped free. All right, here we go. Work smarter, not harder. Good evening, Liver Cheese and Tyson. Swan, good evening. Hey, Swan, we were just talking about you. Yeah, Swan, we're talking about your age. Oh, one other thing, Swan. We got a new female sub today who I feel like is going to be coming in here. I really feel like. What did you think about that, Tyson? You think she's going to be coming back? Her name was, what was it? DA Mindset or something Mindset. Yeah, that might have been it. But I don't know. It was one of those things. I was doing a live stream at the zoo, and it was one of those days where I had like 80 people, so I wasn't able to read the chat a whole lot. But I did see that pop up, and I saw her name, and I don't know, something clicked. I was like, Mindset, I want to compliment you on your name, because it's so important to have a great mindset today, and I said, you need to go on over and sub my channel, and she did. And then I went and looked at her channel, and I subbed for her because she's a really positive person. But hopefully she's going to come in here, so we don't have all these perverts in here and one female. Well, we have 2 females. No, we have 4 or 5 females. They're just not always in here. It always amazes me how we all hold age. I'm really cool. Yeah, I hope so. Love some great female energy. And she just lost her. Yeah. Swan, that was another thing. I'm telling you, man, these things, they happen for a reason. Now look, I'm going to let you know right offhand. I think I did watch a little bit of her video, but I didn't watch the whole thing. But I got the gist of what she's trying to do. It was just a live stream. And, I'll tell you, she's an attractive woman. So, wait. Yeah, Why even bring that up? I have no idea. But anyway, the point is, the major point was she. There was something there, and she started talking today. She came in for a chat for maybe 5 minutes, and she lost her dog like last week, I believe. And we brought up Bowser and how we all tried to get together and at least if you needed any help, just offer it. What the hell? I just think I just heard somebody crying for help. Or it could just be the gummy. All right, I'll keep you updated. No, and we told her about that situation. We told her, that's what we like to do, and when we have those streams together, I mean, we can play games and we're having fun in there playing games and everything. But a lot of times the streams where we get, we delve a little bit. To me, those are the more powerful streams because the connections get deeper. You know what I mean? And I love that. I love that. Whatever happens to me, if I lost my channel tomorrow, I would know that I had you guys out there. And if I attempted to redo my channel, y'all would find me. You know what I mean? Y'all would find me. And that's cool as hell to have. It's cool as hell to have that kind of thing, It's like, the personal touch with relaxing, that we were, he was talking about the other night. And she just lost her dog. After I hope, also I hope so because DNA and genealogy is right up my line of work. Yep. So with a name like that, I'm sure we could have lots to talk about. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I hope she comes in a lot. I think she's going to add a lot to the group. What's up, Bathy? How you doing? I like that bird. Yeah, her name, DNA Mindset Matters, yeah. Maybe Tyson felt I was crying like up to 2 minutes ago. But I'm all good now. Just needed the tear release, I guess. I'm sorry, Swan. Actually, I'm not sorry because that's a good thing. That's a good thing you're going through there. I just empathize with you. That's the way I meant to word that. But you're going to go through a lot of those. There's still times sometimes I think about Zine and I shed a tear. Let that shit out. That's what it's all about. Tyson, you're a big bad conservative. You know that. You know that, brother. Men have to let it out. Maybe not as much as I do sometimes. I think that's going to change a little bit with my new drug they've got me on. We'll see. All right, what are we at? Good day to everyone here. Thank you, man. John, tears are just love with nowhere to go. Swan, good one. Whatever happened to Tia? Haven't seen her in a while. I don't know. Maybe she found somebody better. I don't know. I do know Wolfie. I talked to Wolfie Swan. I did a stream yesterday during the day, a crazy stream, 3 hours. Just drove around town. Where what the hell's going on? Guys, this is freaking me out a little bit. I'm hearing things. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, where we just went around the city. I don't even know if that's up, but I'm trying to remember what the point was though. Yeah, Wolf came in. Wolf came in and he was like, "Hey man, what's up?" And I was like, "Hey, where you been, brother? What's been going on?" I heard a scream just then. It's not funny anymore. Y'all are laughing. This is like a real thing here. Something going down. All right, I'll keep you updated. All right, but he changed his shift. Yeah, he changed his shift. He changed. Of course, I got sidetracked, man. I had somebody screamed in the background. Don't be giving me grief about being a little nervous, and I'm hearing a man. I thought I heard a help. It was something, and then over here, back this way, I heard a scream. Come on, man. That's normal behavior to react like that. That's nothing to do with the gummies at all. All right, hey John, welcome. We're a good community here. Well, my daughter came in. Thank you for that, Tyson. Good stuff, man. You don't have to do that, all that extra for me. Well, my daughter came in and told me she had a dream with Bowser in it, but in her dream, Bowser was still sick. So, oh, well, I mean, mm, that's you want to see him. You want to see him back healthy again, and you want to see him running, and that way you think they're giving you a sign that they're wherever they're at, they're okay. But so even seeing her like that, that's still a sign. That she's letting her know, hey, in her own way, that I feel that way anyway. I know it's goofy spiritualist talk. Um, I'm way behind. No, I'm not. I'm not that far behind. I'm a mood on Willie Channel. I'm a mod. I'm a mod. I'm a mood. You'll get a lot of that in here. You'll hear me saying and screwing the words up all the time. Hell, I do it during the day. It's a lot worse at night though. I'm a mod on Willie Channel. Call me Johnny D. Johnny B. Is it a D or a B? It's a B. All right, I've seen Wolf Eyes 2 up on Slim's Live the other night. He thought I cut my hair, but I just cut my bangs, lol. He's still sick because that's just how she last remember him. I'm just thinking about the way it probably sounds when I'm reading this, and how you're probably just getting so much entertainment out of it. It almost sounds like I'm a student in a 5th grade reading class. Sometimes when I'm reading these at night. You seem cool. I own a ranch in Lursen Valley, California. I raised my 3 dogs, Noah, Crypto, and Shadow. What badass names, man. Yeah, you've been in here. I've heard those names before. You've talked to me before. Unless I'm just having one of those Bougie Day moments, which could happen. That's a George Carlin joke, actually. He said, "You ever have that feeling, that Bougie Day?" And somebody says, "Deja vu," and he's like, "No, this is Bougie Day. The feeling like you've never been here before." Thought it was a pretty good joke. I didn't deliver it well. I added something. I messed it up. I mean, I can't emulate George Carlin. All right, guys, that shit just ain't happening. You expect too much. You seem cool. Okay, it's the gummy. Yeah, of course it's the gummy. It's the gummy. It's the gummy. Blame it on the gummy. Blame it on the gummy. Blame it on a good time. Oh my God! Now they're barking, chasing something. Well, Swan, he said it was his first time here up above. Oh, really? Man, I swear that I get what it is now. It's what were the names of the dogs again? I'm gonna make this work. Noah, Crypto, and Shadow. Okay, no. Yeah, I don't. It just sounds so familiar, like I heard those exact 3 dogs named. I know I heard Crypto named by somebody else. That's probably what it was. Crypto threw me. Shadow and Noah. Yeah, cool. Oh, cool. He's telling us about him. I love it. Let me read it, brother. Let me read. I love this stuff. Noah's a Pitbull Gold Lab mix. Nice. Crypto, a Rottweiler German Shepherd mix, and Shadow a Black Lab mix Bull Mastiff. You got some big old pack of big old boys. If you are out in the sticks and hear screams, someone calling your name whistling, no you didn't, don't acknowledge it. Ha 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 ha, Walter. Walter Snowden. How has everyone's weekend going so far? How's everyone's weekend going so far? Hey, what are y'all doing? Okay, this is a different kind of bar, guys. I'm gonna have to check this out. Stop that. Give me 1 second. Oh my God. Alright, I'm gonna try to figure out a place to put this. Don't do anything gross with that. Alright, chill out, guys. Chill out. I'm gonna come rescue whatever the hell's going on. Let me say, let me set the camera up so that they're staring at complete darkness and not the disaster that is my backyard. Okay. All right, what the hell's going on? She's not home. She's not home, you ding dongs. It's not late enough. It's off at 10. What time is it? Oh, it's only 8:39. Hell, they're acting like, I don't know, they act like mom was home or something, and that wasn't the case. Something moving in there. Some human. Alright, so where are we at? Dude, I'm hearing horns. That was a horn. That was a tuba. I heard a tuba. It might not have been a tuba. It might have been a, it wasn't trumpet. It's deeper. Oh, B. What's the deeper, is it would the sax be next? Would it be the saxophone? Would it be, I don't know, but I heard it. Maybe y'all heard it. All right, let me see some of this. What do we got? John says, I like country music, open-minded. I just like to chat sometimes. That's cool, bro. We were talking about country music earlier. Country music and rhythm and blues. If you've ever heard that album, look up Rhythm, Country, and Blues. That's the name of the CD. You probably know it. It's where they put R&B artists and country artists together. And they sound amazing. It's good stuff, man. All right, I had a Rot Shepherd mix. She was a once in a lifetime animal. Smartest dog I've ever owned or met. Yeah. We all have one of those, don't we? I mean, we love them all the same. Well, I mean, I think we do love them all the same. I think we love them in different ways. You know, that's the way I like to look at it. But yeah, I definitely know who the smart one is. That's Mose, super smart. Oh, the Beagle's smart too, though. I don't actually. I might have to flip them now because the Beagle. Holy crap! The more I learn about that dog, you know, we've only had her for a year. That's a long time, but I think there's still things we're learning about her. But she's even learning about herself because we think she was like a teenager when we got her. They told us she was 2. She wasn't 2. She grew. She got bigger, and I was like, oh my God, we've adopted a teenager. So, you know, we're still learning a lot from her, but Beagle's smart as hell. God, what a smart dog. I'm not gonna lie, man. Hardy, tough, like, whole new respect for her. And you know, something that's interesting about dogs, sometimes, you know, I wouldn't have, when I used to look at Beagles, I just thought, oh, it's just you know, it's a dog, it's a cute dog, but it's not. I've seen a lot of cuter breeds than a Beagle. It's just not the immediate thing I would go to as being cute. But man, once they get into your house and you start to see their nature and their just everything about them, they're very, very intelligent. They're always noticing every little detail going on. And it's going to be exciting watching her, learning. Shit, she surprises me every day. I'd take her out back with Mose because Mose, he listens. I don't. I know it's illegal. We have a big area back here that I let them out in because they come to me vocally. They're on. I mean, they will come right to me. But she's even better. Like I don't know. I'm gonna have to get her one day in a walk and she walks funny as hell too. It's cute. She's a little tubby. That's because of us. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Devil went down to. No, I can't. I feel like if I try to do Charlie Daniels, I'm going to try to sound country, and you shouldn't really be trying to sound. I mean, it should be natural. You know what I mean? Your draw should be your draw. You can make it you can exaggerate it a bit, but with Charlie Daniels, I'm going to have to go. The devil went down. Hold on, wait. The devil went down to Georgia. He was see how I did Georgia there. I didn't have to do that. I could have just said Georgia, but I did something with it. I don't know. I couldn't do Charlie Daniels. I've heard some insane shit out in the mountains, things that are unbelievable. Walter, we lived down in the hill country for a bit down in Texas, and we had I know we had shit. I want to say we had pumas. It might not be a puma, but we had something. It was a bigger cat, like not a huge cat, but maybe it was a bobcat. I don't know, man, but we rented a place up in the hills. We had nobody around us, man. It's not like there's, you know how the hills are. It's not a ton of trees or anything. I don't know why I even add that. I'm just trying to, I guess I'm Stephen King in it a little bit, okay? But no, one night we heard some type of cat that was doing the craziest shit, and it sounded like a woman talking. I mean, it was one of the freakiest things I ever heard. And I was like, I get how people still believe, that the mountains are haunted, or I get it. I totally get it. Some of the sounds that come out of there. My favorite Charlie Daniels, Bad Blood. I don't know that I heard that one. Yeah, of course I heard Tyler Childers. Liver cheese to me, you do a bit of a draw or something, so you could sing that song and sound just fine. I done told you once, you son of a bitch, I'm the best that's ever been. I done told you once, you son of a bitch, I'm the best that's ever been. That was actually close. That last one was close. I was being exaggerating a bit, but it was close. Oh my God. You can hear it when people do it, do it in music. Oh, speaking of that, man, have any of you guys watched any of the season 50 of Survivor going on? Anybody? I know a couple of you guys aren't TV watchers, but no, Zach Brown was on there a few nights ago. It was the last episode so far the season. It's like episode 5 or something. I think it's 5. But anyway, so I know him from Chicken Fried and all that, but I don't know really if he's more a certain type of country artist where they're getting into kind of things that are very divisive, or if he's the artist who's an open-hearted, open-minded country artist. And Zach Brown, absolutely, man. He's got a new song, and I was like, oh, okay, he's on here to promote a new song. Good for him. It's good. It is what it is. But that song needs to be heard. That song, it's talking about I ain't worried about it, and it's talking about love, brother. It's talking about a straight up love. And I'm like, man, Zach Brown, I got to do a deeper dive. I got to do a deeper dive. Got to. I know he's been around for a million years, but yeah, I was impressed with that new song, man. It was very good. I'm sure you'll be hearing it. At least I hope you will. I hope it hadn't gotten in country where where I don't know, you got to be one tribe or the other. You know what I mean? You either got to be a Kid Rock guy with a Jelly Roll. I'm not going to say, you know what I mean. Let's not get too topical here. Or, you know, because I listen to classic country channel on my Sirius all the time. And what I'm struck by is just how beautiful and simple and positive the lyrics were. You know, they were just, there was something about them, man. They were real. You knew what they were singing about was the real shit. You know, it didn't ever really get very political. It seemed like it was, I don't know, man. It was it was a simpler time. It was a simpler time, and those guys, hats off to them, man. And I'm glad we have it now to listen to. So yeah, they're on season. Well, it's not. It's episode or yeah, season 50, not year 50. They've been on for 25 years, and I mean, it changed television. It's Survivor is the most American thing that America has America'd in a long time. It's a big deal worldwide, you know. We did that. We changed television forever. Survivor changed television, made it completely different. All the little action stars, they were disappearing. Now people want to see Billy Joe Bob down the street get put into a room with 12 strangers, half of them transsexuals. You know what I mean? That's terrible. That was terrible. No, it's actually, you know, they do things like that. You know, they do it now. Sometimes they go, you know, you can see what they're doing. You know, they cast this person like that, this person because of this, of their personality or whatever it is, and they try to get a little. So it's a positive show in that aspect, you know. It gets different people of different backgrounds really talking, and even though if they're trying to get each other voted off the island. Zach Brown's first 3 or 4 albums are fine. Not a bad song on any of them. I'll check them out. I mean, I want to be more than just a chicken fried guy, you know. My Uncle Brandon Davis sings country music. Name sounds familiar. If he's done something I would know, put it up there. Fire not. I'm so far behind on that, man. I want to react to it, but I like Kid Rock, Charlie Daniels, Alabama, George Strait, etc. You like it all, man. That's cool. I'm 50 years old now. I retired Navy. I flew the helicopter when I was in service. That's awesome, man. Thank you, John. Thanks for being here, man. Glad you're safe. Glad you're safe. And thank you for your service. Always. Always. It's nice that all Americans can get together and say that, you know, and say that and all agree, whatever you think about anything, we don't want none of our boys hurt. We don't want, no. We don't want them hurt. You know, and that's just being a human. It doesn't have anything to do with politics, anything like that. It should never. But I think maybe there's people out there that are, you know, gross people. But no, I swear I'm looking through the trees right now, and over on the other side of the neighborhood over there, there's a giant tree, and there's lights coming up underneath it, and it looks like a giant llama head looking right at me. What's up, man? It's way over there. Sorry, I got distracted. I kept glancing over, you know, and you know how it goes off the rail. I saw it, and it was it was over. Choo choo, you know, there it is. It's a freaking llama head. It's got to be commented on. Staring right at me too, man. I don't think I could get it on camera. We could try it though. Shit, let me try it. Hang on. Y'all ready? Let me see if I. Okay. Now, right over there in the middle. You see it in the middle? Y'all see that? I'm gonna zoom in. Hold on. It only lets me zoom so far. That's a llama. That's a llama. He's got his head tilted a little bit, and you got to use your imagination. You got an ear up on the far left side. You see that ear? No, that's one of his eyes. It's one of his eyes. He's googly eyed. That's the first eye on the left. Go over to the right a little bit. There's another eye, and then there's a nose, and the mouth, and then there's an ear sticking out on the right hand side. That's a llama. That's a llama staring right at me. Y'all saw it, right? All right, a gummy working. Hold on. Yeah, it's good. You got to remember, it could be reacting to to my new medication too. So I mean, this live stream had to be done tonight. It had to be. I got to test it. I got to test how it, any medications that's going to react negatively or different. We got to test those things. So thank you for being here to save my life tonight. Thank you. All right, what do we got? When I came back, I grabbed my mama and papa and went home. Nothing being scared about. Just glad to be back home on American soil. Well, definitely glad to have you back, brother. And I use the term brother, and I use it with people I hold in high regard. So don't think that I get that some people, the hair, they think I'm a hippie, and I am, but not in all ways. Not in all ways. What kind of gummy was that? It was damn it, of course you're gonna ask me that. It's a well-known one. It narrows it down. Damn it. Something house. You have to make me go look. Oh yes. It's cool, brother. Did anybody see the llama? Swan, is that what you were talking about? Did you see it? Y'all don't just try to. Guys, you gotta look, man. It's what we want to do is get back to that childlike wonder, that we talk about. I talk about that a lot. I do mean that. In that moment, I'm not being. I am kind of being a little funny, but to be able to look, to be able to look at things differently, like we did as children. Actually take the time to look at that leaf or that ant. I know, man, it sounds so cliche, but man, it's so true right now. It's so true. We need to have that childlike wonder about things. So when you think I'm just being immature a lot of times, I am. I'm immature as hell. There's no doubt about that. But I'm thinking about those things. I'm thinking about it. I want to, when I talk to Harold the owl up there, and I talk to, I've got my animals that I talk to. I'd like to have a little story about them. Maybe, I talk about the polar bear. He's lonely all the time, and I bring that up. I'm going to keep bringing it up. Because one day, we're going to be able to experience him meeting another polar bear in that enclosure. Fingers crossed. But, it's an ongoing saga. And I want to take y'all on that little Mr. Rogers journey, if you will. By the way, hold on, let me read. You saw it? Cool. Thank you. Kind of funny, my little nephew Nathan said, Why your name no blue, Nathan? I can't be a mod for everyone. Why is my name not blue? Oh, because I'm. But man, I don't know. At the end of the day, hey Swan, that little video I put up today, I was proud of that one. It was simple, but something about it. I had it in my head from the night before, and sometimes I'll get a thought, and it'll be like I need to hang on to that one. I need to share that one, and I wanted to. It's the same thing I say every day. Well, actually, it's not. What am I talking about? It's not the same thing I say every day. It's the lighter side of liver cheese. It's the lighter side of liver cheese. But I mean that. I think at the end of the day, it's all going to be okay. I really feel it. I feel it, guys. I feel that in my heart. That it's going to be okay. I think it will. I think love wins. Love wins. We're going to do it. How did I get on that? Love that short. It's nice words to hear. Yeah, and that's. I think I'm gonna. If I have a thought that I think can be of value to anyone, you know how it is. You'll read a quote or something, and it'll be like, wow, I needed that right there, right there. That's what I needed it. Somebody during the day may accidentally they may have run to the bathroom. Okay, they could be at work and having a terrible day, and I'm taking a break, and they run into the bathroom and sit on the stall. Well, let's not get too, but maybe there's a seat in the bathroom, and she's just scrolling through her shorts. She's having a terrible day, and if she could see that little 15 seconds, and it make her go, maybe it will be okay. Just make them think for a second, because it will. Her situation, and she needed to hear that right then and there. That's cool to know that those little things are out there in the universe. Hell, it might be 20 years from now. If YouTube's still there and that little video's still there, and it helps someone out throughout that day, I'd live eternally. Eternally. Whatever you think of the afterlife. Holy shit, it's getting deep in here. Oh my God, I love all you guys. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. I like your channel, and I appreciate how you speak, brother. I'll subscribe. Thanks you, John. That means a lot, man. Hey, John, and I'll tell you this, man. Call me out, man. If I say something that you think's over the line, call me out on it. 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 I'm a grown man. I can take it, and that's why we're here. That's why we're here. As long as it's not about my dogs. All right. I'm sure there's others like me that don't hear those things often in their daily lives that would appreciate kind words. I mean, you put out the same kind of content, Swan. You put out the music. Your music. To me, I mean, I like looking at the stuff, but your music is what I'm drawn to with you. I mean, I'm drawn to the whole package, but the thing I'm most drawn to is, you playing those old music tracks that, could be lost to history, and now they're not lost to history anymore. You're that content is extremely valuable in the same way that mine is. But yeah, I do dig the music. Did one of y'all kill something out here? Man, you guys. I don't do that. I'm messing with you, bro. You don't have to. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. I'm just saying, if you wanted to, you could definitely throw it out there. I appreciate your honesty there, though. Thank you, Liver Cheese. Yeah, keep doing it. Keep doing it. Some of those songs, I'm like, wow, It's really cool. And the stamps and all that. I've got a stamp collection I need to. Well, it's not a collection. I think it's the longest thing I've had up on my eBay, and I don't have a lot on them either. But there's some really old ones in there. I'm not saying that it's not. You know what I mean. Even looking at ones that may not be as valuable as, oh, look at this 1 cent or whatever stamp. Even if it was like 24 or 14 cent, or people want to see that imagery. I like the 70s stamps. If you ever have any of those, throw those up there. Put on a 70s song or something in the background. Can I be a mod for your channel? I appreciate what you say. Hold on. Today, my last short of the day was a do-it-yourself cardboard project I made to hold all my old necklaces. Nice. I'm going to look at that one. John, one more episode, brother. Come back in one more episode. I want to talk to you a little bit more. And there's a reason for it. It's nothing against you, man. You seem like a nice guy, a very nice guy. But I want to wait. Come back in. We'll do. You'll catch me. You'll catch me on. I try to divide it up. I do night ones and I do day ones, but I mean at this point I don't have like any type of schedule at all. But and thankfully these guys stick with me though, and they're good people. But yeah, come back in. I mean, and I'm trying to think how many mods I have now and how many I can have. I don't know. I'm gonna look into it. I'm still new at the streaming stuff too, brother. I hadn't been doing it for a long time. Do you even know, John? Do you know what I do? Like besides what I'm doing on the stream? Because you're a military guy. I'd be interested to know if you know that I'm a First Amendment auditor. I didn't know if you knew that or not, or if maybe you somehow knew that from a past video or something. I don't know. Today, my last short of the day. Do yourself. I believe you have 4. I have 4. Okay. I try to be honest. I'm just trying to help out my grandma Mary, 94 with dementia, and my 3 dogs and little Nathan. Hold on. It's it could go either way. It could go either way. No, I don't think it's any type of troll he's doing here. It's the little Nathan that threw me. I was all the way up until I don't remember who little Nathan, unless you mentioned him. It was the way you said it. It kind of sounds kind of like maybe, I don't know. I just wasn't ready for it to be worded that way, I don't think. Relaxing Music, Wolf Eyes, Tyson, and me. Maybe one more that we haven't seen in a while. Yeah, John, I'm not trying to be disrespectful with anything, but I just, just one more. Come in one more, because I could be interacting about something else, and you could react totally differently. You know what I mean? There's a lot of sides to me, man. A lot of sides to me. Sometimes I run really hot. Some people like that part of it, and sometimes I like that part of it too, because it can be interesting chat. And I love human behavior. But I'd like to see if you saw those other sides of Liver Cheese, and then you thought, okay, yeah, I could mod for this guy. I know what he's trying to do. I know, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying to you, brother. He's your nephew. Relaxing Music Wolf of Time. Okay. Yeah, so hopefully you understand that, man. This is me being honest, brother. That's one thing. That's one thing I'll tell you. I am. I'm honest. I hope. I hope I'm honest. God, I hope I'm honest. You know, when you're honest, you don't have to remember what you said, right? That's the best part of being honest. That quote has always stuck with me, and I live that, man. He's your nephew. I already read that. I was just reading it again. Look what I got. I got a visitor. This is Rue. This is Rupert. Let's see if she's smiling. Are you smiling, Rupert? She likes to smile. She loves her daddy. She bullies her daddy sometimes when she thinks she can get away with it. It's my tone of voice. If I have a certain tone of voice, she will do this right here. Um, she's very intuitive, and she's a pain in my ass. Yes, she is. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Well, maybe a few ways, but we're going to change that. We're going to make it better. And even if we don't, we're going to live with it. All right. Yeah, she is a sweet girl. She's a heavy girl, is what she is. Holy crap! But man, her. I wish y'all could reach through the screen and touch her fur, because her fur is. You know what's funny is I stopped after I said fur, because for some strange reason in my mind, I thought, is it fur or hair? And I thought, should I have said hair instead of fur? Yeah, that's the kind of shit that goes through my mind. Clearly, I shouldn't have even thought hair. But anyway, she feels like a cotton ball. She feels like a damn cotton ball. And the other dogs I've had have kind of wiry hair. You know, you can pet them for only for so long, and your hand's kind of like, okay, that's enough. Um, you can get their belly if you don't like that that hound hair like the beagle has and Mose has. But we were surprised by that. That was just a bonus when we felt how that she was like a cotton ball. It's a nice bonus. What you looking at? Are you smiling? She does have beautiful eyes. You can't really see them too well here, but she's gonna dominate me. Look, yeah. No. I'm looking here. I'm looking here. Okay. You can have me up to here. You can have me up to right here. That's it. Yeah, she's beautiful. Um, anything else y'all want to add or anything y'all want to talk about anything? Any pressing issues or anything you want to know about, or what are we going to do this week, or what kind of video you're going to shoot and stuff like that. I'm going to try to get to the zoo, of course, at least once next week. Try to get a lot of footage and also maybe do a live stream from there. And we might do that Chick-fil-A. I might actually go audit that Chick-fil-A. Ooh, you see, bad side of liver cheese. But yeah, I kind of, when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's tempting. That's tempting. With the bad side coming out. There was something, I was going to film something else this week. I'm trying to remember what it was. I might get down to the Pink Palace Museum. It's in the Midtown. Get some footage there. Maybe do something besides animals all the time. Did you kill something? Come on, that's enough. That's go. Whoa, roll. All right, sorry. I had to put my foot down. Yeah, we'll be doing stuff like that. If you guys want to come along, I'll try to. And eventually, like I always say, I'm going to try to get on a regular schedule. It's going to happen eventually. But right now, I'm dealing with my health and also dealing with this house. Trying to get this house looking beautiful so we can shoot more video of my dogs, in the backyard. I want to have I want my yard to be nice enough where you guys can look at it and not go, wow, how do you let it get that way? It happens. I'm turning it around. Tomorrow, just doing my every 2 weeks grocery shopping and order my daughter a gift, a loft bed with desk for her birthday. That's right before my birthday. Nice. Sounds like a good day. Sorry, had a phone call. Tyson, we missed you. Tyson, we missed you. Tyson, were you here when I showed the llama? That everybody agreed it was a llama? That it wasn't the gummy that was making me see that llama over there? He's just staring at me. I mean, he doesn't look evil or anything. I don't want you to think that I'm sitting here just all nervous and anxious because he's looking. He actually looks okay. It's just weird. Why would he be looking at me like that? You know, it's like, I don't know. It's a head tilt. It's kind of odd. Okay, what do we got? He ran away before the llama. I saw a llama over there between not a real llama, lights that looked like a giant llama head looking at me. And when I was in one of my stories, of course, I railed towards that and talked about the llama. And I turned the camera around, zoomed it in a little bit, and Swan said she did see the llama. I explained where the eyes, mouth, and nose were, and ear, and she agreed. So, and we talked about childhood wonderment and how we need to all have it. And if we have it, you can see the llama. If you can't see the llama, you don't have enough childlike wonder. 100 milligrams. What time is it, man? You guys can give me. It's 9 something. No, what was I saying? Neighbor's new pet, 100 milligrams. Tyson liver cheese gummies kicked in. Look, man, it's not that bad. Earlier, you know. But yeah, you need to have that childlike wonder. You know, you look and see that. And oh, yes, what I wanted to mention to you guys. I have an idea for a shirt. And I think it's a good idea. It's controversial. It's definitely controversial. But I just feel like this is a shirt we need right now. It says, do not steal this idea. It says, Mr. spelled out on top, and in the middle it says fucking, and in the bottom it says Rogers. Mr. fucking Rogers. The reason I like it, I kind of think it describes me a little bit. I can be a Mr. Rogers, but if you poke me enough, I can be Mr. fucking Rogers. What do you think about that idea? Maybe I X out the U and make it where you can tell it's that word. Maybe I do it to tone it down slightly. What do y'all think? No, I haven't had it made yet, but I think it's a great shirt. I think it's a great idea. Mr. fucking Rogers. Everybody knows who Mr. Rogers is, and they're going to be, why does he have the fucking, oh, he really likes Mr. Rogers. Okay, so yeah, that's part of it. But the other part is, I try to emulate and be Mr. Rogers in as many ways as I can. And I know I'm nowhere near, I'm not insinuating I'm Mr. Rogers. I'm insinuating that I have a heart of Mr. Rogers, but I also can be Mr. fucking Rogers. You know what I mean? I'm not saying Mr. Rogers couldn't fight back or didn't fight back, but you get what I'm saying. You know, some people look at Mr. Rogers and they emulate him and they want to be Mr. Rogers, and some people probably look at him like he's a wimp. That's what I'm saying. And I don't think I think that you should be able to be kind and not viewed as a freaking hippie wimp. That's all I'm saying. You know, Mr. Rogers had a little, good guy, kind guy, but you can still have that bite about you. Hell, if I could be Mr. Rogers, I would be Mr. Rogers. In a minute, I would definitely take that job. But That wasn't how many people could even come close to doing what he did every single day, you know, and not have a blow up or curse one of the kids out or overfeed the fish, you know, something. You know, he had to have. He had to. This gummy, man. I tell you what. I tell you what. Don't steal my idea. I'm gonna make that shirt. It ain't gonna cost a lot to make, and I'm gonna film, and y'all are gonna laugh at it, and you're gonna go. I was there the night he was high, and he talked about that shirt, and there it is, manifested, poofo in 2 to 6 weeks. No. Actually, now you can have a shirt printed up for pretty cheap. You can get it for about $20, maybe a little less. My First Amendment auditor shirt, my always always legal, one that says always legal on the front and Gen Express on the back. That one, I think I paid $20 for, and that's cool that we've come to that point, because in the past you had to order 100 of them to get a good deal. So I like to see that, and the quality's pretty good on it. Not gonna lie. So if you've thought about printing up yourself a $20 shirt, go to Amazon. Don't be afraid. Go ahead and click it. I got mine pretty quickly too. I was impressed. And you can, but don't take Mr. fucking Rogers. Don't take it. Liver Cheese needs some cardigans. I do have the cardigan, but every time I wear the damn, I have the dude's cardigan. You know, from the Big Lebowski. I have the exact one, and I don't know. I feel like it's. I feel like when I wear that cardigan, because of the way I look, I'm like doing a like a Comic-Con or something. You know, like people are. I wish I was the dude too. The dude was cool as hell. The dude was so laid back, man. Fucking A, man. You know, I mean, he was just. I said, fucking A. I mean, he was. That's why we love that movie so much, man. Everybody had a little of the dude in them, and you wanted to be the dude, but you couldn't be the dude all the time. You know, you had responsibilities and bills to pay, and we all want to be the dude, right? You just kind of drifting through life, rolling with the tumbling tumbleweeds, kind of going where the wind blows them, you know, and I like that. I love that. It's not for everyone. Some people like to be in one spot. I get it. I get that. But for me, man, just the choices I've made, and even, I mean, I'm broke as a fucking joke, but I'm happy. I'm happy, you know? We struggle like everybody else. I got you guys. I got a good pack of people, and I'm happy. I don't need. Nobody fucks with the Jesus. Oh man. Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man. My favorite is when it's got to be my favorite. Well, God, man, there's two of them. I have two. First one is when they're in the movie theater. And Donnie, you know, this is when Shut the Fuck Up Donnie got it really got a hold of you, and you're like, okay, it's a thing. I love it. And they were in the theater, and Walter got so mad after Walter blurted in like the second or third time, and he was like, shut the fuck up, Walter. And he looks around like I'm so pissed off that you got me so angry that I had to do that in here. That part is my first. The second part is when he's getting by in the urn, and I know the part in the face, that's obvious. No, mine is when he's you know what it is. Wolfie's not in here, is he? It's when he finds out that the cheapest receptacle was so much money, and you see Walter holding it in, and he just blows up. And he says, GD, God, you know, in the middle of this church. That gets me every time, even when I know it's that thing, man. You know it's coming, it don't matter. That's when you know it's a great bit. Just don't drink the grape Kool-Aid. You could run a cult with those cool shades. No, man, I might follow you. Hey, man, we have a good time over here, brother. I'm a First Amendment auditor. I'll tell you a little bit about us. We're a group of critical thinkers. We're open-minded. You know, we got all kinds in here. We got, I don't want to go through the whole rigmarole, but I'll do it. We have Christians, we have atheists, we have agnostics, we have spiritualists, we've had Wiccans, we've had naturalists, herbalists, and we have red, we have blue, we have red hats, we have blue hats, we have liberals, we have a lot of libertarians actually, but we're open-minded. We don't approach a person and just go, "Who'd you vote for?" You know what I mean? We want to get past that because we think that we all have something unique to offer this country, and we think it's not red versus blue; it's the 1% versus you. So it's a heavy message. I get it, but I do a lot of animal content too. Try to be kind, try to make little stories with the animals, and try to be goofy. We're always trying to do something interesting. Some days are a lot more interesting than others, but we're trying. We're just trying to save our channel because I'm a First Amendment auditor and they shadow banned my stuff. So I do these now more than I do anything else. And that's the story. If you want to come into that, and we're loved here, man. We listen and we think critically to try to get, we have deep conversations, and then we have conversations about a dog's red rocket, That's just what popped out. That's what happens here. But that's what we do, bro. I hope you sub. When I'm younger, I thought about joining a cult. For some reason, everyone that knows me says they aren't surprised about that. Liver Cheese, you never answered my question. Oh, hell, you're going to make me rewind. Oh, I got to sit up for that. Sounds important. Let's see. Okay, I can look for the blue. When I was younger, I thought about joining a cult. Somewhere everyone knows me says they aren't surprised about that. That's not it. That's not the question. Just don't drink. That's not her. That's not her. That's him. You could run a cult with those cool glasses. I might follow you. Swan, where are you at? Okay, can I play as your Daniel Tiger puppet? Can you play as my Daniel Tiger puppet? Well, you can't write on this stream right now because I'm not on StreamYard. I'm on the thing, and I don't know how to invite you in. If you're talking about actually coming on and being a puppet, of course you can. Of course you can. If you're talking about something else, I can't make you appear right here, right now, or I would. I'd go, Swan. I'd go, Swan, there she is. And it would just manifest itself. I've never professed to have those types of powers. Where are we at? And gummies and llamas. Laughing, happy birthday. Hey, is he back? I said it earlier. I said it. Happy birthday. Big K5. We got another guy now. He's a runner 5K. I get them mixed up already. I got to feed my dog. That's why they're acting like this. I haven't fed them. They're supposed to be fed like 2 hours ago. She means for Mr. Rogers. Yeah, oh, for Mr. Rogers. Yeah, hell yeah. You got to do that weird voice, though. Wait, did the tiger have a weird voice? You remember the dude in the castle? The king and queen? They scared the shit out of me as a kid. Holy crap. I did not like those things. And I, as a kid, now it's clear. You listen back, it's Mr. Rogers doing all the voices, most of them anyway. And but that makes it even more charming. Looking back on it, you're like, okay, wow, how much did this guy really care? You know what I mean? It just makes you realize, God, he was so invested in this idea. His whole idea was to make children feel relevant, to make them feel, there's a grown up telling them what you matter. What it was deep stuff, man. I don't know that we'll ever get it again, to be honest with you. I remember as a kid, man, I had some traumatic times in my life, and I remember Mr. Rogers. He was there. He was there. That trolley sound, and then him coming in with this goofy ass song that I loved to death. You could do both of those, say both of those things at the same time. It did something, It made you feel. If you as a child ever felt unsafe in your environment or anything like that, Mr. Rogers was there. Or even if you just didn't feel listened to, because as a kid you don't, you're trying to say things and people are like, yeah, whatever, kid. All right, love you all. Happy birthday, man. What'd you do? How'd you treat yourself? Oh, you told me how you were going to treat yourself. Let me see if I can remember this. Of course, I'm not going to be able to remember it. But I acknowledge that you did tell me that you were going to treat yourself today. Pretty sure you said that. Thanks for the birthday wishes. Talking about Trump. Who's talking about Trump? Nobody was talking about Trump. Is any word out on the results of the meeting today? Is that something I should be aware of? It's 9:30 in the evening. Yeah, I have had an awesome day, guys. That's cool, bro. Good stuff, man. I bet you did. I love birthdays are one of those things where I always tell people, don't give me nothing. But the acknowledgement has always been enough for me. I may go out and splurge and get an extra large shake or something. Not gonna lie to you. What we got? Scroll up. Big K did. Scroll up. Big K did. Yeah, I know. Came in and he did. He did what? Well, some of us are on the Trump train all aboard. Okay. I finally got it. It took me long enough. Y'all chill. Jesus. Unless you want to go at it, go at it. Tear each other up. I'm just going to sit here. I'm just going to sit here. My dogs are looking at me like they want to kill me. Are you coming out or not? Dogs are ridiculous. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I'm glad you had a good day, man. Carry it into tomorrow. Carry that energy. And hopefully Monday. But definitely tomorrow. Feed off of that. Enjoy it. Oh, my goodness. Let me see this llama. Okay. You don't believe me, brother? Now, hold on. I'm in a different position now. Okay. He's still the same. That bastard's still there. Still there looking. All right, here we go. You ready? I'm going to zoom in. Okay, now, what I want you to notice is right there in the center. You see that? I'm going to zoom in as far as I can. All right. Now, I want you to take note on the far upper left hand. Now, you got to remember, this llama has his head tilted. On the far upper right left hand, you see his eye. Upper right left hand. On the far upper left hand, you see one big googly eye right there. You could actually break it up into an eye or an ear. Now, go slightly to the right down. There's the other eye. Looks like it has some lashes maybe on it. And then over to the right even more is the ear, which comes down into the neck. Now, let's go straight across. We're looking at the chin. You see the little, the billy goat hair right there? Wait, I don't even have it on there. Shit, sorry, man. See the little billy goat hair right there? And then there's a mouth, and right above it's a nose. That's a llama with a tilted head looking right at me. And he freaked me out. All right, I'm going to turn it around. Let's see the verdict. All right, now, Tyson, you've always been straight with me, brother. You tell me exactly what you think. Don't sugarcoat it. Throw it up there. And let's see. Big K said, I don't see it. Well, half the time I had the damn camera turned the wrong way. How could you see it? Time to go to bed. Look, man, you got to have that childlike wonder. I told you if you didn't have that childlike wonder, then you weren't going to be able to see it. So that's on you. You need to focus on that. You need to start looking at that damn leaf right there blowing. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, look at that spider. Maybe I shouldn't step on it. Maybe I should examine it a little bit. You know, things like that. Although that'll get you in trouble. All right, so be careful with that one. But the childlike wonder, you get excited. You see something, you try to see something maybe that's not totally there. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? You make it a little game. I look for that kind of stuff all the time, but especially when I'm on a gummy. No doubt about it. That's the moral of the story, kids. What is it really though? It's just but once you walk me through it, I think I got it. There we go. Tyson coming through. And why were the dogs barking and who was calling for help? I still haven't figured that one out, man. I think that one calmed down a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. Now you got me listening and looking and smelling. These dogs killed something. Oh, I know what it is. Holy crap. Oh, no. I'm not telling you that story. I didn't get rid of a dead mole very well. And I think I'm smelling it now. I thought it was long gone. It's not long gone. Something's going to find it, though, right? By tomorrow, wouldn't something eat it? Wouldn't, if it's starting to smell like that? I would hate to wake up and have 3 vultures circling right here. It's not a good look. Not a good look. Neighbors might not appreciate that. Poor mole. You need to quit killing moles. I come out, I see a mole, belly up. It looks pathetic, you know. I don't know how. Maybe it got crushed. Maybe it had a heart attack. Maybe it didn't had a heart attack from being a chew toy for this animal, this beast. But yeah, and she looks at me and she looks at it and she knows she did something she shouldn't have done. But she also has that in her where she's like, yeah, look at that. Check that out. You want another one of those? Dogs. Yeah, that's not good. I'm going to have to check on that in the morning. That smell. Damn it. That's not good. Man. I'll get that in the morning. I got a scoop thing. I'll get it out of there. It's something over there somewhere. What happened? You said your dog is a mole killer? Yeah, dog's a mole killer. Ooh, that smell. Can't you smell that smell? Ooh, that smell. And the smell of what around you? Dust. Woo! They were. Leonard Skinner did some dabbling in some drugs there, didn't they? Wonder what that. Talking about heroin, isn't it? think. Is that talking about meth? Or is it just talking about weed? That smell. That would make more sense. No, that's not cool, man. It's it's funny, sort of, but I have no way to find that right now, and I don't like that, man. It's really strong. Something's gonna get it. Nature will take care of it. Always does. But she's got to stop that. I don't know what to do. It's in her nature. I don't know. It's one of those dicey subjects, you know. Do you let an animal be an animal and just do its thing, or? But then, you know, if you don't scold her on it, who's to say she doesn't chase a chihuahua down like that, you know? That's the kind of shit that scares the hell out of me with her. So yeah, I don't know. I want to make her stop though, but I don't. Isn't that right, girl? She's so proud of herself. How are you feeling, Cheese? Feeling pretty good, man. Another snort for your nose. It's for cocaine. Okay. Oh, that smell. What the? Wait a minute. 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 So my whole life is a farce. I have thought that had something to do with the smell of a drug, like being cooked or something like that, or maybe weed. But you're telling me no, it's obvious, that smell. And you just blew my mind with how obvious it was, and that I'd never even thought of that before. Wow. It's nice to know that, you know, every now and then it's nice to know you're a dumb fuck. It really is. We all are. At some things. Most things. There's a hole in Daddy's arm. Where all the money goes. Okay. Is that from that smell? You know, whatever you think, and this is a horrible thing to say, to be honest. It is, but it's true. That some of the greatest albums in history were written and performed on heroin. It's just true. It's true. It's just true. when some of their, I don't know, man, heroin, when some of those musicians get on that crap, they're just like, I don't know, man. I shouldn't even go there, because I've heard that's one you don't mess with. I've heard that one stays with you. It doesn't ever go away. Always there. I don't want that shit. No. Hell no. I was today years old when I realized Pink Floyd looked like Kurt Russell. Oh man, dude, I'll take that all day. Holy crap. That bro, you just made me feel better than I felt all day. People come in all the time and they all see it. They all see it. You look like God. It's all over the place. It's Kid Rock a lot. It's God. There's a couple of musicians. I've heard it all, man. And they come in and some of them are Big Lebowski. I get that one a lot, but that one, Kurt Russell. Hell yeah, man. Love Kurt Russell. Love Kurt Russell. Holy crap. Doesn't he have a new show out or something? He may be doing a sitcom or something now. With my luck, it'll be on that damn Apple TV and I won't be able to see it. I've always loved Kurt Russell. Loved him in Hateful Eight. with you know, the Tarantino. Everything he does with Tarantino is really good. Tarantino uses Kurt Russell well, and he's aged fantastic. What the hell am I talking about in here? All right, Primus, yeah, on Paramount. Yeah, that one. I remember that one, man, because that's one of those that I'll go to a movie by myself, and if it's a movie like that, hell yeah, I'll go by myself in the middle of the day. Nighttime, I go by myself now too. Back in the day, I wouldn't have, but now I would. I don't give a fuck. If, people always think everybody's so interested in what you're doing, you know, and it's just not really the case most of the time. So they don't give a fuck, you know. They're not paying attention to, oh, look at that guy over there by himself in a movie theater, you know. I don't know, that used to be kind of a thing. People kind of made fun of that. And people who ate at fast food places by themselves, went inside, sat down and ate. That was a thing. But yeah, that one, man, I will go sit in there. And I remember seeing that. The movie was gargantuan. Wasn't it like 3 hours, bro? It was close to 3 hours. It might have been over 3 hours. But it was just, I just love it, man. To let them take me on that ride, you know, on that Tarantino ride. You know, you never know where it's gonna go. And it's, if he does retire, it sucks, man. It really sucks. I don't want that guy to retire. I want him to be around, man. His track record with me is pretty high. He had a couple of misses, but for the most part, all good stuff. Hateful Eight, man. What a slow burn. Good stuff, too. I think that was Samuel Jackson's best role with Tarantino. He was gave him a chance to, you know, have some real intelligent dialogue. It was good stuff. And then Baby Bobby, Baby Bubby Jimmy, Baby Bubba from Righteous Gemstones. He's in it. He's the Confederate guy. So you get the Confederate. They're talking about race. I love it, man. I love it, bro. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Nobody wants to talk about that shit. Nobody in the world wants to talk about that shit. I want to talk about it all day, brother. I want to talk about race, man. Let's talk about it. Everybody's so afraid to talk about it. Why? Why? I don't know, man. I love it. It really opens everything up, man. When you really talk about race, it opens it all up. Just be of the mindset. I'm like this. I really think that all humans, whatever race they are, I don't think that there's any one race that's uber smarter than any other race. I don't. I think that they may be smarter in certain areas, but then other races will be smarter in other areas. You know, it's not, but there's no race that's like so much smarter than every other race. I just don't, and if you look at it from that perspective, then it just makes things a lot simpler. You know, we're all fucking humans. We're all humans, and none of us are really that smarter than the other ones. You know, you may be educated at a higher universities, and that makes you smarter in that way. But you understand what I'm saying. I think we start off level. You know, maybe a little more. You know, I hate to use stereotypes, but you know, they say Asians are good at math. You know, so maybe, you know, they're a little, because they've been learning it for so much longer than we have. You know, maybe more extensively, and naturally I think it gets in the genes, and they, you know, they're maybe a little more proliferate in that area. Did I just say proliferate? Did I just make up a word? Cool. Proliferate. Is that a word? Tyson, you still there? I agree. We're all the same race. We all bleed red. Amen, brother. Amen, brother. Yeah, man. the end of the day, man, we yell at each other and scream each other's ears off, bro. But I don't want to hurt you, man. There's no reason, nothing in me would make me want to hurt you. Even if you were the biggest jackass in the world, I wouldn't want to hurt you. You know, I may want to tell you I don't think some things you think are right or necessarily right in my opinion, and that's fine. That's America, brother. Love it. We're all created in the image of God. Big 5K, big K5. I almost did it again, man. Almost did it again. I'm gonna roll out, guys. I love you all very much. Thanks for coming on this silly ride tonight. I knew it would be that way. It always is, but it's a little bit off, a little bit stranger tonight, you know. But I like that. I like and I hope you like that. The unpredictability. I'm making up words, man. I don't know what's going on. Always have fun hanging out with y'all. I like to hear everything's going on. Glad you had a great birthday today, man. I'm Tyson. Love you, bro. Always. Wolfie, if you watch this or whatever, we all love you, man. We hope you get on here more often. And relaxing. Gotta get up here. We miss you, bro. I don't know what's going on with you. All right, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I love y'all. Have a good one, guys.